We're going to run through 4 clips. The first 2, we're going to be talking about how Emanuel slips inside his opponent's jab. Then the next 2, we're going to show how he not only slips inside, but then he bobs straight down off of that lead foot to avoid the rear straight. Now, I was expecting this film study to be about the silly antics of Emanuel, but it's really going to show how of a master he is at his craft. But I couldn't help it. At the end of the video, you'll see some of this silly stuff from him. Oh, and I'm also going to drop a link in the show notes from Punch Perfect Performance. They're on YouTube, showing how to drill this exact sequence. The coach does a fantastic job showing how to drill it. So yeah, enough said. Let's get into the weeds so you can see what in the world I'm even talking about. Note, Emanuel's rear hand's ready to catch and his weight is on that rear foot. Now, Floyd will jab and Emanuel's going to turn his shoulders, bringing his rear shoulder forward and his lead shoulder back, putting his weight on his lead foot, slipping inside Floyd's jab. And again, check out that shoulder turn, slipping inside. Same idea, but a slight change. Notice Emanuel's weight is on his rear foot. But this time, Floyd's going to throw his rear straight instead of his jab. Now watch Emanuel switch his shoulders, slipping inside, putting his weight on his lead foot. So again, watch that shoulder turn, slipping inside. New opponent, Herman's going to throw his jab, and Emanuel's going to slip outside, putting his weight on his rear foot. Hermann doubles up that jab, and Emanuel slips inside onto that lead foot. And here's the new wrinkle. Hermann's rear hand is loaded. Emanuel's going to bob straight down off that lead foot, getting under the rear straight. So again, slip outside, slip inside, and then bob straight down. And now some fun. Hermann will throw his jab in his rear straight, but again, notice Emanuel's weight is on his rear foot. And we have another slight change. Emanuel's in the southpaw stance, but the same idea applies. He'll turn his shoulders, slipping to the outside of the jab, then bobbing straight down off that lead foot, getting under the rear straight. Then next is what the silly stuff that people see. Emanuel turning his back on his opponent, spinning around, turning his back on his opponent again until the ref has to come in and intervene. So let's see that play out again. He slipped outside the jab, bobbed straight down, and then the silly stuff. Emanuel, otherwise known as the Drunken Master, is a nickname that's pretty darn accurate because he likes to have fun and be silly in a boxing ring, but also the master part of that because he mastered the patterns and the sequences to know what his opponent could be throwing next. And that's all I got.